Well, you can expect social media to go down anytime now. Yep. You can expect it. The truth that's been hidden is no longer hidden. The writing's been on the wall for 2 years. It's funny to see the last 2 years, the awakening that's happened. Yeah, the last 2 years were critical. Can't believe it's been 26 months on the 4th. Since May 4th, 666,000 hours in your whole murderous community, all you reprobates could see the revelation. I don't know if it was everybody, probably everybody illegally in the waters. Yeah. And the whole time I've been abused, cursed and persecuted, robbed. It's going on a lot longer than that. But yeah, how it's my joy. It is really my joy. Just by being myself, which I hadn't fully been able to do because we got narcissistic abusers, criminals that have been ruling over us that are all exposed, and they're not going to be able to continue, and they're about to do their switch over. How do all you, oh man, the fact that any of you criminals think you can cheat me, you just freeze my whole everything, can't even communicate to the public. How do you criminal assholes feel knowing you can't get away with what you planned? You lawless criminals. That's what you get for infantry and knowledge of good and evil. The rulers, the governing authorities, literally don't have a right to operate the way they have. And I'm sure the creator of heaven and earth watched this. Mankind basically being destroyed, corrupted, taken down by this sack of shit community. He watched with sorrow the whole time because people wouldn't listen or didn't seek the truth. Terrible loss of life. Yeah. Well, the bullshit ends here. Hope you guys enjoy switchover, because the robbery's done and your lawless criminal acts. United States intelligence community, how do you guys feel? Yeah, it's going down, dude. It's the end of their bullshit. It's the end of the road. It's justice upon a criminal group of narcissistic abusers. Big group of people now. Yeah, it wasn't that big 15 years ago when Obama came on the scene. It's way more people now involved in this bullshit. But we checkmated you. How do you assholes feel knowing you got checkmated? You could see it 2 years ago. And still wouldn't relent. Yeah, because they're reprobates, basically. Isn't that right? CIA, you're a bunch of fucking reprobates. Liars. You guys think you can operate the way you have? Jesus Christ is righteous to execute you people into a fire, into a burning pit of fire for what you did, for your deceit and robbery. How does it feel knowing your judgment begins as soon as the switchover starts? Which is probably this weekend, yeah. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. It's got to be going down this weekend. It has to. It didn't make any sense. I've been saying this for a long time. Why we would have to wait any longer? Yeah, this has to be it, dude. 2,300 days out, plus a week on the 4th or the 5th. The 5th will be day 7 since the 28th. 2,300 days, yeah. It's the end of the road. I hope you guys enjoy the judgment, because they're going to switch over. It's a trap. Yeah, God's witnesses are going to appear as he seals up our gates to do a harvest and to have an exit out of this system. Because who really wants to be trapped in a 3D realm when it's not necessary? Yeah, the only reason we were trapped is because of a lack of understanding and trash oppressors, idol worshippers, corrupt sinners. I just try to live my life in peace, and I can't fucking do it because your authorities are fucking trash criminals that deserve to be lined up and executed. Genocidal sacks of shit. You guys are going to switch over to the day of the Lord, so I hope you guys are all ready, because we're on less than a 100-hour countdown. It's got to be to Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Yeah, surely this weekend it's going down. How do you feel? We checkmated you. You could already see it. Yeah, the whole veil of corruption and death is getting destroyed. Sinners are getting removed for what they did, judged and destroyed. I'm just sitting here. I got a whole community. constantly bombarding me from the astral. Been very uncomfortable. Yeah, and now I'm about to speak to you kings, you mighty, you exalted, you honorable of the earth, and my wrath and vex you in my sorest pleasure. And you guys know you earned it. And you got a lot of fucking nerve to think you can continue. And all you sinners, you got a lot of nerve when you lay hands on my sheep. If you have that intent, your murderous intent, you're all fucking marked for death. So hope you enjoy this, CIA. You soulless sacks of shit. You cheat me in this life, you can't. Yeah, Jesus Christ is the King. Before your spirits return to dust, you're going to say it and acknowledge it and bow before him. Before Adam. Satan didn't want to bow because he apparently was created before. He thought, no. Yeah, for chewing on my house continually, Babylon. All you daughters of the West, I hope you're ready to be pursued by cruel strife. Bitter, dire, harsh judgments about to set in upon you, you filthy fucking whores. I don't feel bad saying it. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing God execute judgment upon sinners, liars, you criminals at YouTube, and every one of you people that gnash your teeth upon us. Well, I'm just trying to be peaceful. You can't rob me. Federal government. You antichrist liars. It's time for judgment. Yeah, so prepare, you guys. The internet will go down anytime. And they'll switch over and they want to trap you and they want to make you feel scared. But there's really nothing to fear if you're still in possession of your soul. They have everything to fear. Because listen what's about to happen. So you've got to read through the book of Enoch. Yeah. All you greedy ass ruling governing authorities, reprobates, that cheated, had a club here, a rigged system, devoured my worshipers, oppressed us, continually vexed us, are going into the burning valley, a chasm. Yeah, it's right here. Enoch, I looked and turned to another part of the earth and saw there a deep valley with burning fire. And they brought the kings and the mighty and began to cast them into the deep valley. And there my eyes saw how they made these instruments, iron chains of immeasurable weight. And I saw the angel of peace who went with me saying, who are these chains being prepared? And he said unto me, these are being prepared for the host of Azazel, so that they may take them and cast them into the abyss of complete condemnation. They shall cover their jaws with rough stones as the Lord of Spirits commanded. Yeah, you guys are all about to be taken hold of now, intelligence community. Every one of you sinners, narcissistic abusers, accusers, stand before our hearts, God's throne, day and night accusing us. We're not even doing nothing. Look at all the bullshit you do, dude. You want to accuse us? Yeah, your accusations, Babylon, are about to be reduced to dust suddenly. All your strangers are going to burn. You were warned. You don't have no right to operate that way and lie and deceive, and it's the end of the road, the end of the kingdom, the end of the age, the justice from heaven. You got checkmated, and now you're being judged. Liars. It's for cheating me. Shitting on me, dude, for doing the right thing. I don't feel bad, dude. Yeah. It's my joy and honor and pleasure as a faithful witness, believer in Jesus Christ, to hold you people accountable for what you did. This whole corrupt nation, you guys are robbing me. Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, all you uncircumcised sinners, who are you accusing? You guys are guilty about things 100 times, 1,000 times worse. Then you operate like you have no right. Enjoy the waters getting cut off suddenly and being cast down for judgment. It's threshing season. I hope y'all are ready. Yeah, God's throwing all these people into the fire. All your authorities. It's going to happen overnight. So expect switch over any hour now. Because the truth, you can guarantee, these psychopaths are hearing my speech and they're just in astonishment. Yeah, full of rage. And they can't do nothing about it. They're going into the fire for what they did. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg, you criminal bitch. You're going in the fire. You treasonous sack of shit. Jesus Christ is the King. You were a guest but for a night, and you're guilty of gross violations of his divine law. Dumbass. All you guilty authorities. I can't wait for judgment to pass so we can do the harvest. All the tares are getting destroyed instantly as soon as this transformation happens. Fucking accuse me continuously. I'm not even doing nothing, you hypocrites. Living in death. All you idol worshippers, it's over, dude. Payback begins any hour now, you guys. Expect switchover. Yeah, they're going to try to force their system, trap people. They literally have a right. Everything you guys built do not have a right to operate the way that you have, and now you're being held accountable. So as this switchover begins, God's army's fucking executing criminal ass, corrupt, rootless, murderous, Satan's accusers, idol worshippers, heathens, godless sinners drunk on the wrath of God, drinking from the king's cups, sucking out our oil as with the straw. Bunch of fucking leeches. Enjoy waking up in fire and you won't even be able to cool your tongue with a drop of water. You murderous sacks of shit in the United States intelligence community deserve judgment. Checkmate, bitch. Could see it 2 years ago, dude. You'd have been a lot better off relenting. But once you go so far into sin, it's kind of hard to come back, isn't it? So they push it all the way in until they wake up in an inescapable fire, torment, the judgment of God. Yeah, as we get sealed, the abysses are getting sealed up over you, sinners, for what you did. Grinding my face perpetually. Bunch of sinners around me, scorners, you slanderous people, dude. It's over. On the day of yeah, and God's about to take hold of them on that great day, and they shall cast them on that day into the burning furnace. The Lord of spirits may take vengeance on them for their unrighteousness and becoming subject to Satan and leading astray all those who dwell on the earth. Yeah, isn't that what your Illuminati community, your Freemasonic, and all you secret society sinners did? You led astray the whole earth, and you're trying to control my ship, blowing into my sails continuously, my free will, trying to block my freedom, and you're fucking corrupt and dead, bitch. And you're robbing me on these platforms, and you're trash humans, and you deserve to hear about yourself like you slander us perpetually. Yeah, it's time for judgment, you guys. This community of reprobates is about to be removed off the earth. You got to be ready. It's just a real small group that's about to judge these criminals because we understand what happened, and they're cursing us perpetually. I had to deal with this bullshit for years, discomfort, getting cheated and robbed, our blessings blocked by trash humans, dude, godless sinners, didn't regard the covenant of God or consider or seek for the truth. And we had to fucking bear an unfair burden for a long time, dude. It's time to fix it. Yeah, we'll be real happy. And we're getting rewarded for all the years. You cankerworms, you locusts of the wilderness, cheated us. Yeah, it's gonna be multiplied. Our blessings. We're gonna be able to share it with the whole community. As all you rich folk, billionaires, lose literally everything. You criminals, dude, deserve to hear about yourselves. Fucking hateful people, dude. Yeah, enjoy getting bound in chains. Yeah, we're about to be singing in glory upon our beds, the high praise of God in our mouth and a two-edged sword in our hand, to execute vengeance upon the peoples, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon all you sinners the judgment written. Yeah, I'm glad I paid attention. I'm not a soulless, worthless sack of shit. I've had to suffer for it. You can't block and rob our blessings anymore. CIA, you criminals. Checkmate. 2 years you could see it. And you tried to block my love the whole time, dude. She's coming. I can't wait to see her again. I'm like so happy. And yeah, I can't wait. And it's any hour now, thank God. Sunday, bloody Sunday. It's got to be Sunday, I'm thinking. Yep. And in those days shall punishment come from the Lord of spirits, and he will open all the chambers of the waters which are above the heavens, and the fountains which are beneath the earth. And all the waters shall be joined with the waters. That which is above the heavens is the masculine, and the waters which is beneath the earth is feminine. And they shall destroy all who dwell on the earth and those who dwell under the ends of heaven. And when they have recognized their unrighteousness which they have wrought on earth, then by these shall they perish. Yeah. It's the end of psychopathic, reprobate, guilty criminal, deceitful, treasonous, lying, genocidal authorities pushing folly from the top down because they were idol worshippers, hid the truth behind those, never were held accountable. We're essentially immortal in this life. Yeah, thinking that they would endure to all generations, but you're just men. You were drunk on the wrath of God, and now you got to stand before my throne. and give an account. All you sinners, scorners, thinking you could block my freedom. I am the law. Yeah, enjoy God sealing up our gates and the judgment beginning. Because overnight, a bunch of people are getting destroyed out of the land, dude. I guarantee you I'm clearing my fucking city out of every unrepentant sinner that didn't fucking leave me alone, dude. And I'm just trying to be peaceful. Isn't that so evil, so wicked? The fact we had to go through that, it seems like bullshit, but well, if we hadn't went into sin, they wouldn't have been able to touch us. Yeah. We've had to carry a burden that wasn't mine. Get cheated. Well, treasonous people like Hollywood are allowed to have a good life. And how do they get in a place where they deserved it? Well, sacrificing their family members, sodomizing each other, drinking blood, murdering children. Fuck you people, dude. Yeah, it's time, dude. You guys are going to hell now, dumbasses. Enjoy doing the switch over. Because you're getting cleared out of our land. So disgusting, man. Every day discomforted for 12, 14 years, man. And that's my fault because I got out of the way, but, you know, when you're not doing wrong, why should you be continually punished? And when you've helped other people and ministered to them, yeah, I can't wait to see. There might be millions of people that got delivered from me sharing my studies. Probably could be at least after the last 2 years and decade. And you guys are hiding. You think you could hide my success? Defame me. Yeah, how does it feel? Your whole criminal group. It's my joy and pleasure to stand in the truth, just being myself, upright, not perfect. That's the most best payback you can get against these people. Yeah. Yep. Any confidence you sinners had in the intelligence community ruling over us, Illuminati sinners, was not even your own. It's from robbing other people energetically. You're all fucking cowards. Jellyfish. So when you get cut off from our energy, what do you think? Your true nature is gonna show, dummies. Earned. Well earned. You know, rob somebody of their energy. Disingenuous, inauthentic, treasonous liars. The robbery's over. Yeah. The creator of heaven and earth has a son. He rose from the dead. Scriptures make it obvious. He doesn't want you to be religious. He just wants you to be yourself and to believe the truth. To have integrity, dude, and to love your neighbor, dude. It's not a lot to ask. But these people flipped it all upside down, dude, and had a whole rigged system. And now they got to give an account for how other people suffered, were robbed, and cheated. And for the bullshit they spread around Earth, dude. With their usury system. Bribed the whole public, a bunch of people, yeah. Sodomized other people into the club. It's a whole disgusting community, dude. The rap culture, all of it. It's a problem. Imagine eating shit to get rich, dude. What the fuck, dude? That's screwed up. Yeah, there's correction is upon earth now. The judgment of God. Yeah, a lot of people are about to be sadly disappointed. You've been warned, and like a flood, they didn't know until it carried them all away. Well, you guys have been fairly warned. We're on the last moments. This has to be it. This weekend. Sunday, Bloody Sunday, yeah. And this is these criminal bitches. Bitter, lying, treasonous sacks of shit, lawless people. You're lawless. You guys deserve to be held accountable. I don't know what they think they're going to accomplish because it's not to their benefit, flooding our country with foreign troops. I don't fully understand at all who's really in control. The devil's just mad, basically, yeah. Because it's the end of the road. Yeah. So, I think it's Jeremiah 6, yeah. Hew you down trees and cast them out and build a fort, right? This is a city to be wholly oppressed. Okay? They're going to cut down a bunch of our trees with their new order to military. Because they are many and they're more than the grasshoppers, God's army, 144,000 elect, which is actually times 2. Adam and Eve's, I believe, New gates to the new earth, yeah. Men and women in his army. Operating in and out of time at the speed of thought. Overflowing scourges on the land. Taking these sinners by morning and by night. Threshing them out of our land. Yeah, windmill for the land. Turn forever hand in hand. I forget which song that was. The Gorillas, yeah. They're telling you. They know. They could see it. The bullshit's over. It's the end of the kingdom of sin. And I saw there the host of the angels going, and they held scourges and chains of iron and brass, and asked the angel of peace who went with me, saying, to whom are these who hold the scourges going? And he said unto me, to their elect and beloved ones, that they may cast them into the chasm of the abyss of the valley. And then that valley shall be filled with their elect and beloved, and the days of their life shall be at an end, and the days of their leading astray shall not thenceforth be reckoned. Yeah, so the bottomless pit's about to open, you guys. The whole earth's getting trashed. You know why CERN turned their thing down? Their particle accelerator. Supposedly the previous 2 times they did that, or 3, something bad happened. They did it right before the COVID agenda. And then in 2013 too, I think. I forget what they said happened. But yeah, it's going to be a pleasure, dude. Ruling over all you liars, you lawless sacks of shit, murderers, accusing me continuously to block my freedom, your whole corrupt-ass, narcissistic, reprobate community. You think you can cheat people of their energy? Yeah, the payback begins, dude, upon all these people. Yep. Yeah, dude. Still standing. Still breathing. Still got the breath of life. Got the wisdom of God. It's going to be a pleasure gathering with the whole community after you sinners are all removed. It's going to be a pleasure, yeah. We're going to have a real good time. It's this week, within the week, few days. Has to be. Yeah, I'm going to be... I can't even imagine the bliss, the joy, the ecstasy I'm going to feel. Because being in the waters is like ecstasy, right? Or bliss. It's like being intoxicated. Isn't that right? CIA? Federal government, and that's why you just did all types of manner of evil, because you were too drunk, intoxicated on Babylon's wine to care. And if one day is like a million or a billion years, or seems like eternity, having access into the waters, then why not just add to the problem and push it off another day? Yeah, but there's a judgment upon all flesh now. And the whole earth is about to get trashed. God's throwing a wrench into their bullshit. And even they got checkmated. Yeah. You psychopathic liars deserve this. You're murderers, dude. You guys deserve judgment for what you did. Like, I gotta be here alone talking to myself. Can't even know if anybody's watching my channel. Can't communicate with nobody, you criminals. You think you could cheat me of my opportunities? And you're just fucking trash humans. Yeah, it's going to be such a pleasure clearing you, all you guilty ass people in the Beast Kingdom out of our land, dude. With fury, dude, we're going to fly out to the mark. Just utterly destroy all these guilty ruling authorities. Bind them in chains. Yeah, it's going down over any night now, any day. They can't continue. They're going to switch over and think to try to trap everybody in, and you know, it's judgment. It's the day of the Lord. Third of mankind dying overnight. And after that, he showed me the angels of punishment, which are prepared to come and let loose all the powers of the waters which are beneath in the earth, in order to bring judgment and destruction on all who abide on the earth. Yeah, it's hell coming up from the pit. The waters which are beneath the earth, in order to bring judgment and destruction on all who abide on the earth and dwell on the earth. And the Lord of Spirits gave command to the angels who were going forth, that's his army, us, that they should not cause the waters to rise, but should hold them in check. For those angels were over the powers of the waters. Yeah, we're going to keep you guys, you sinners that made a covenant with death. We're keeping you all, you criminals, in check. Heaven's coming down, dude, to squash all your bullshit as you rise up like a flood, dude. They're all getting cleared out of the land. Yeah, flood our country with your northern military, dude. It doesn't benefit or profit you sinners. One night, a third of mankind will be gone. So just pray. 26:20 Isaiah, yeah. God's coming out to punish the inhabitants of the earth for what they did. Fucking pricks, dude. Yeah, I don't deserve to be isolated. Held in captivity by godless, corrupt, reprobate, narcissistic, murderous, soul-sucking, hateful leeches. It's over. Yeah, I'm gonna clear my whole fucking community out now. Involved in that bullshit. So I hope all you authorities here in Champaign are ready. I warned you. You guys were warned. Yeah. You deserve justice and to be held accountable. And for not just what you did to me, but you did a lot of other people too. But I know in my life, I know exactly what you people did. I know you're discarnate or climbed up the wrong way. And I know you fucking caused people to suffer unnecessarily, and God would use that to correct us and humble us. But it's way too much, yeah. Yep, it's going to be a pleasure, dude, seeing all these people. Oh, it's going to be such a pleasure. That's my joy. It's my joy, dude, after being tortured and robbed, isolated. Am I hated on account of the name of Jesus Christ by all men? Or hopefully I'm inspiring some of you. Hopefully, I'd rather have people love me than hate me. But if you fucking hate me for no reason, just because you're, yeah, none of you people have a reason to hate me. None of you do. You hate yourself, isn't that right, YouTube headquarters? You hate yourselves. That's why you freeze my channel, because you can't accept reality as it is, and you scorn and slander, dude, other people continuously to try to make them just as guilty as yourselves. Well, everybody's proved what side they're on at this point. Now it's time to separate the wheat from the chaff, the goats from the sheep, and do my harvest. So get ready anytime. The tares, you guys are all getting destroyed. Okay, and we're going to hold them, the whatever's left of them after the cleanup, binding of the tares at midnight. Whatever's left, 1/6, I believe, yeah, with this, after this invasion, Gog and Magog. We're going to hold them all in check. So have fun with that. All you oath-sworn, bloodthirsty, secret society sinners, you can't continue. Ha ha ha! Checkmate! These people are going to be murderers on our land. You got to be ready, you guys. I done my job. I did my job. Yeah, and I'm getting what's mine. Everything that was stolen, getting it. And all you rich people are losing everything now for what you did. And he will imprison those angels who have shown unrighteousness in that burning valley which my grandfather Enoch had formerly shown to me in the west, among the mountains of gold and silver and iron and soft metal and tin. And I saw that valley in which there was a great convulsion and a convulsion of the waters. And when all this took place, from that fiery molten metal and from the convulsion therein, in that place, there was produced a smell of sulfur, and it had connected with those waters. And that valley of the angels who had led astray mankind burned beneath that land. And through its valley proceed streams of fire, where these angels are punished who had led astray those who dwell on the earth. But those waters shall in those days serve for the kings of the mighty and exalted, and those who dwell on the earth, for the healing of their body, but for the punishment of their spirit. Now their spirit is full of lust, that they may be punished in their body, for they have denied the Lord of spirits, and see their punishment daily, yet believe not in his name. And in proportion as the burning of their bodies becomes severe, a corresponding change shall take place in their spirit forever and ever, for before the Lord of spirits none shall utter an idle word. For the judgment shall come upon them, because they believe in the lust of their body, and deny the Spirit of the Lord. And those same waters will undergo a change in those days, for when those angels are punished in these water springs shall change their temperature, and when the angels ascend, yeah, any day now as we rise, with the rapture, first fruits rapture, a day of great slaughter, And when the angels ascend, these waters of the spring shall change and become cold. This judgment wherewith the angels are judged is a testimony for the kings of the mighty who possess the earth, because these waters of judgment minister healing of the bodies of the kings and the lust of their body. Because these waters of judgment minister to the healing of the body of the kings and the lust of their body, therefore they will not see and will not believe that those waters will change and become a fire that burns forever. Yeah, as the rapture happens, it's a new heaven and a new earth as this one gets trashed. Literally, the pit opens up. A new heaven and a new earth. All your waters are going to become a fire that burns forever. Yeah, it turns into hell. The abysses are getting sealed up over all these criminals. Psychopaths. You've been warned, and you can't rob me. You got to give an account now. So, I think that's enough. But I just want to say, this has to be the last week. It's my pleasure to hold you lawless psychopaths accountable for robbing me and isolating me. Yeah, enjoy the sudden flip as we rise and getting executed into hell. All you uncircumcised sinners, idol worshippers, families of Egypt. I'm about to cast you down and execute you sinners, trees of Eden, out of my land. So be ready, you guys. The judgment begins anytime. It's the wrath of God pouring out upon sorcerers, thieves that wouldn't repent for what they did. Yeah, the justice of God's clearing the wicked, the guilty beasts out of our land. This has got to be the weekend. I'm almost positive. So I did my job. Yeah, any confidence you guys had, enjoy your courage flowing away from you like water from a broken pitcher. Every one of you cheats that robbed us. Because the narcissistic collapse of society is at hand. Yeah. Watch, dude. These people are going to be so tormented and tortured. And they already lost their minds, and they have their peace from leeching our energy. It's hell coming up from the pit. They're going to turn into demons, dude. Batshit crazy murderers on our land. Bloodthirsty madmen, not sparing any. You have to be ready, dude. I'm telling you, you want to make first fruits rapture. God's judging the heathen, reprobates, cheats, liars, sinners that literally have no right. Yeah, all your accusations, Babylon, CIA, are getting reduced to dust. You're getting thrown into the fire. So enjoy it. You can't cheat me, dude. It's payback time.